The 2017 NoDQ.com Year-End Awards.
Moving on here to pay-per-view of the year. The nominees: Wrestle Kingdom 11, New Japan Pro Wrestling, of course. WrestleMania 33, which I'm going to say right now, no. Great Balls of Fire, SummerSlam, NXT TakeOver War Games, and Survivor Series. So interesting to note that the NXT TakeOver Chicago did not make this list. Jeff, do you think that this is a little bit controversial? I mean, what's your pick here?
Exactly what you just said. TakeOver Chicago was the pay-per-view of the year for me. This pay-per-view, literally 5 matches, but each of these it's one of those things, like I said in the previous video about match of the year. Each of these matches had a great story to it, had a great flow to every part of the match, and the ending of the pay-per-view, oh my goodness. We still haven't found out what's going to happen yet based on that, because Gargano's been Ciampa's been out. But the Chicago NXT show, top to bottom, just floored me. When you consider the fact that the night after was one of the worst shows of the year, it says how much the NXT crew puts into their shows, because Chicago was the best show of the year for me. No question about it. Survivor Series was really good. TakeOver War Games was really, really good. But I think the best show of the year was TakeOver Chicago, and I'm going to stick with it.
Well, you have to pick one of these 6 options.
You said I didn't have. You suck.
I double-crossed you. Montreal.
No.
I think Russo swerved you.
All right. Hell.
No DQ screw job.
No DQ screw job.
Damn. I feel like that happened already.
I will say. Let me check something real quick.
Greg, you want to go ahead and make your pick while Jeff's thinking?
Lost here.
Thinking. Yeah.
I was hoping you'd
I think that of the 6 shows, to me, it's a no contest of the ones that are nominated. I enjoyed Great Balls of Fire quite greatly.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
I thought that was the show of the year. I mean, we all went into it as like, this is the worst pay-per-view name in the history of mankind. And then you watch the show, it's like, holy crap, this is awesome. And the Raw brand shows weren't that great up to that point, but something just clicked on every level for that show, and it was a very, very solid show. I still think that's the pay-per-view of the year of the ones nominated.
I think the Raw shows haven't really gone out of that point now. I think the Raw shows have declined since Great Balls of Fire, personally.
I agree on that. I agree with Greg. I'm actually going to go with Greg's pick. I think Great Balls of Fire, we were all making fun of it for the name, and then it turned out to be a surprisingly great show, and they're not bringing it back next year, which is surprising, maybe just because it's a dumb name. But despite the name of the pay-per-view, it really delivered, in my opinion.
Well, I'm going to stick unanimous. That way I don't have to make a controversial pick, because I made my pick, and I'm wrong. I'm not allowed to, apparently. So Great Balls of Fire is one of those where, like you said, guys, we weren't really expecting it to be anything really good because the name was just so hokey, but it delivered top to bottom. So
you're going with Great Balls of Fire of the 6 picks?
I guess.
Above Wrestle Kingdom?
Well, to be fair, I haven't watched all Wrestle Kingdom, but
somebody's not doing their homework here.
Nah, because the main event of Wrestle Kingdom was the best match of New Japan's year. Up until Omega 2, but I think the card going in was better looking for Wrestle Kingdom. But the thing is, Great Balls of Fire was not supposed to be good, and it was great. Wrestle Kingdom's always good. And it was still a typical wrestling. It was good. It just wasn't supposed to be anything special. It was supposed to be just a typical Wrestle Kingdom show, which it was. Great Balls of Fire was supposed to be pretty cruddy, and it turned out even better than we thought. So that's how I measure it. The fact is, it wasn't supposed to be good, and it delivered. I go with that.
All right, so we'll just go with Great Balls of Fire just for the hell of it. So there you go. Great Balls of Fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodness gracious.